Welcome. We are standing at a really pivotal moment. The age of AI is obviously here, but beneath the surface of all the cool chatbots and amazing new apps, there's a much bigger revolution taking shape. Today, we're going to talk about the fundamental architecture of our future and this fleeting chance we have to get it right.
Look, we are smack in the middle of an AI gold rush, but the real, lasting opportunity, it's not what you think. It's not about building the next killer AI app. No, it's about building the roads, the bridges, the very rails that this entire AI economy is going to run on for centuries.
So here's the journey we're going on today. We'll start with this gold rush, then we'll meet the new population about to come online. We'll look at a proven solution for giving them an identity, explore a pretty radical new way to fund humanity with it, and then we'll finish with a critical deadline that is coming up fast.
Okay, first up, the new gold rush. In any gold rush, the miners and prospectors, they come and they go. The real lasting fortunes, they're often made by the people who sell the shovels. And in this AI era, the shovels are the foundational infrastructure. All that boring, essential stuff that everything else gets built right on top.
Now, let's talk about why this infrastructure is so unbelievably critical. We are about to witness the arrival of a brand new kind of internet user. And, well, they aren't human, they don't sleep, and they're coming in numbers that are almost impossible to even wrap your head around. They are autonomous AI agents.
So what exactly are we talking about here? An AI agent isn't just a chatbot waiting for you to type something. It's an autonomous system that's designed to get things done. It can execute a multi-step plan, use a bunch of different software tools, and operate out in the real world with very little human supervision. You should think of them less as tools and more like a new digital workforce.
And the scale of this new population, it is absolutely staggering. We are not talking about millions or even billions. Researchers are forecasting the arrival of hundreds of trillions of these agents, a digital population that will completely dwarf humanity.
So, here's the crucial point. The internet we have today was built for us. It was built for humans. It's designed for websites and apps that people like you and me interact with. The new internet, the one these trillions of agents will need to operate on, requires a totally different architecture. Without a proper system for this new population, the internet just becomes a chaotic digital Wild West. How do you know if an agent is who it says it is? Who's liable when an agent makes a huge mistake or a malicious trade? Without a global system for identity and trust, we are facing massive problems with security, accountability, and fraud.
So how in the world do we solve this? It's a huge global coordination problem, but it turns out we've actually faced a very similar challenge before, way back at the dawn of the first internet.
To bring some order to the early web, we created the Domain Name System, or DNS. It gave every single website a unique, verifiable location, a trusted address. It's the reason you can type in a simple .com and know you're in the right place, instead of trying to memorize a long string of numbers. It was the original passport system for the web, and it's exactly what these AI agents are going to need.
And this whole system is coordinated by a global, multi-stakeholder nonprofit called IA.XYZ. Their job is pretty simple. Make sure there is one globally interoperable internet that works for everyone. They're basically the neutral referees who maintain the entire address book. And hey, this isn't some far-off future idea. The race to create the .com for AI has already started. There are several groups preparing applications for the next ICANN round in 2026 to create new domains specifically for AI agents, like .agent, .agi, and .robot. This is all happening right now, behind the scenes.
This brings us to a really critical choice, a true fork in the road. As we build this new digital country for AI agents, do we just repeat the economic models of the past? Or do we use this moment to build something radically new and radically better?
We have two pretty clear paths. Path A is what we could call the private mode, where a single company owns all this new digital real estate and the revenue benefits its shareholders, just like the .com model. Or there's Path B, the public utility, where this infrastructure is governed for the public benefit and the revenue it generates actually funds humanity. And Path B isn't just some pipe dream. A tiny Caribbean island, Anguilla, is already showing us the way, all thanks to a complete accident of the alphabet. You see, they were assigned the country code domain .ai way back in 1995.
Fast forward to today, and the revenue from companies registering .ai domains now makes up a staggering 16% of Anguilla's entire GDP. This isn't some small side project. It is a core pillar of their entire national economy. And crucially, That revenue isn't just going into some corporate bank account. It's a digital windfall that's being used for the public good, funding public health, new infrastructure, and creating a social safety net for the citizens of Anguilla. It's a working prototype of our Path B.
Okay, now just imagine scaling that. If a global registry for AI agents, let's say .agent, were to match the annual revenue of the .com registry, it could generate over $20 billion a year. And with trillions of agents all needing identities, that number could be much, much larger. This is the heart of the vision. We can use the revenue generated by this massive automation economy to fund a global universal basic income. We can build a system where the primary output, the ultimate killer app, isn't just more intelligence or more efficiency, but more care for humanity. And I have to say it again, this isn't science fiction for the year 2050. The decisions that are going to lock us into Path A or Path B, they're being made right now. The window of opportunity is small, and the clock is ticking. That's the year, 2026. That is when ICANN is expected to open the next application round for new domains. This is our chance, and it might be our only chance to build this new digital infrastructure as a public good before it all gets privatized.
The stakes really could not be higher. We are quite literally designing the roads, the bridges, and the rules of the road for an entire new economy, an entire new digital civilization. And like we said, the gold miners will come and go, but the infrastructure we build now, that will last for centuries.
So the choice before all of us is this. Will the digital highways of the future be private toll roads owned by a monopoly, or will they be public utilities that serve and fund all of humanity?
Because the crucial takeaway here is this. We have a fleeting, absolutely critical moment to consciously design the foundations of our future. If we just wait, the system will design itself around private interests, and we will all be living with the consequences for generations. The choice is ours, and it's right now. What are your thoughts?